hands-on book club for kids. Our June 2022 book of the month pick was The Tuttle Twins Learn About the Law by Boyack. The main characters are Ethan Tuttle, Emily Tuttle, Fred, the next-door neighbor, and Mrs. Lopez, a neighbor. Emily and Ethan are siblings. In this book, they learn about the law. In this story, the twins need help with their homework assignment. For their homework assignment, the twins must interview someone wise. They decide to interview their neighbor, Fred. Fred decides to teach them about the law. He teaches them how stealing is wrong, that they have rights, and the law affects us every day. Fred explains all this by telling the twins a story. Fred begins by telling a story about his neighbor, Mrs. Lopez. Fred has a garden. He grows tomatoes in his garden. He shares his garden with his neighbor, Mrs. Lopez. But Fred asked the twins, what would the twins think if Mrs. Lopez just took tomatoes from his garden without asking? Is that the right thing to do? The twins tell Fred that taking something from another person without asking is wrong. It's stealing. Ethan says we all have a conscience, kind of like a little angel one shoulder and a little devil on the other, telling us the difference between right and wrong. Our conscience helps us make good decisions. Fred agrees that stealing is wrong. Then he asks the twins to imagine Mrs. Lopez asking a police officer to get a tomato for her. He wants to know if the twins think that would be wrong. This question makes the twins think really hard. Police officers are supposed to know the law. They're supposed to follow the law themselves and make the others do the same. The twins decide it would still be wrong if the police officer took the tomato, because wrong is wrong, no matter who does it. Fred agrees with the twins and explains they've just learned a valuable lesson. We all have rights. We form government, which is people we elect or vote for to run the country, to protect our rights. It is also wrong for the people elected to government to try and take away these rights, the rights of the people. Ethan asked if people in government ever try to take away the people's rights or their things, like Fred's tomatoes from his garden. Fred shows the twins his food pantry, where he had canned and stored tomatoes for the upcoming winter months. It was huge! Fred explained that he has more food than he needs, so he gives much of it away to people who are hungry. Emily and Ethan are confused. Ethan asks, what does this have to do with government? Fred explained that even though he helps people by sharing what he has, the government also forces him to help people. Emily feels helping others is not a bad thing, though. Fred explained that helping others is not a bad thing, but just like it is wrong for a police officer to take his tomatoes, it is wrong for bad people in the government to take Fred's things for themselves or for people who do not really need help. This makes Ethan think of bad people in government as pirates. Ethan wonders how pirates end up in government. Fred explains true law to the twins. True laws protect people and their property from plunder, which is stealing. Fred explains that true law allows people to work hard and have better lives. People can count on the kindness of others to help out if needed. If a law makes you do bad things in government, it is not a real law. Fred explains that when laws let people steal, everyone gets mad at each other. Everyone wants to take instead of give. Fred feels this is unfair. The twins ask Fred what can be done when laws are unfair. Fred says people can fight back with ideas. What does that mean to you? Let us know in the comment section below. There are some things I liked about this book and some things I was not sure about. First, I liked it taught me about personal rights and the law. Next, I liked that it talked about sharing what we have with others. Third, I liked that it helped show the difference between right choices and wrong choices. There are some things I was not sure about in this book. For example, Fred seemed to think that the government should not take his things to share with others. He felt it should be his choice entirely how he shared his things with others. If the whole world were made of a bunch of Freds, then that might be okay because then all people would be generous. But the world is made up of all different kinds of people, and it's okay to share what we have to help others, even if some people are greedy and take more than they need. It doesn't mean that you should not try to care for those who really need it. The Bible teaches us to care for those less fortunate. If you don't like what the government is doing, what can you do? Well, when you turn 18, you can vote new people into office and try and change things. We hope you enjoyed the Book of the Month selection. Don't forget to post your building block creations in the comment section below. Hit the like and subscribe button so you know when new videos arrive. Remember, new book picks are announced on the first Friday of every month. Building block creation videos are released on the last day of every month. Have a book you would like us to read? Let us know in the comment section below. Happy reading and happy building. Bye!